Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to make some coffee panna cotta, so come and join me. So I have my pan on a medium-low heat. I have all of my ingredients off to the side. That way I'm not running back and forth. It's just helpful to have everything right here. So what I have here is 1 cup of heavy cream. And just put it right into the saucepan. And then we're going to add 1 cup of whole milk. And then I have 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And I have, it's 2 tablespoons of espresso powder. You can use instant coffee as well, but your ratios might be a little different. But I have 2 tablespoons of espresso powder mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. It just gives it a really thick consistency. I'm just going to dump that in. This is the brand of espresso powder that I like. This is by no means a plug or sponsored. I just prefer this brand. We got all that in, so we're just going to go ahead and give it a good mix. Make sure everything's all nice and mixed up. And you don't have to sit here and mix this constantly, but you do want to check it really often. That way the bottom cream and milk don't scorch. And then I have here, this is 1.5 teaspoons of powdered gelatin. The brand I use comes in these packets. It's just Knox gelatin. It's unflavored. And I had a friend who, he goes to Italy and he's had real panna cotta. I think that's how you say it. We just say panna cotta here in America. But I gave him mine to sample, and he said it was really good flavor-wise, but the texture was a little off. He said it's not quite as firm as what I had it. So my recipe does call for 2 teaspoons of gelatin. So I put it down to 1.5 teaspoons or a half tablespoon. And hopefully that'll give the consistency that's a little bit more creamy. But yeah, I just want to try this way to see if it works any better. While I'm waiting for that to heat up, I can get all this other ingredients out of my way. So this is starting to get a lot of bubbles on the side. I can feel it's really heating up, and it's right almost on the verge of boiling, I think. I'm going to give it a little bit longer, maybe another 30 seconds. But once it reaches just before boiling, we're going to turn the heat off and add in our gelatin. And it looks like it's right there. I can see the water moving, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to add in the gelatin, maybe. There we go. And we're going to give it a really good stir so there's no clumps of gelatin. All right, that looks good. So I'm going to dump it into my large measuring cup here. That's just because I want that's just because it'll be easier for me to pour it. Okay, so I'm going to use the sieve to pour this through, and that's just to get rid of any clumps of gelatin that might have stayed. See all that, I don't know if you can see it or not, all that stuff that's in the bottom. So these are already starting to get a skin that's forming on top, and I literally just took them off the oven. So I'm gonna add some plastic wrap. I looked online and it said that you can do that to prevent a skin from forming. We'll see. I've actually never done that before, so we'll give it a shot. I mean, the skin's already forming, so it might not work. These are very, very hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a towel down in my refrigerator, and I'm gonna place these on top of the towel, just because my shelving in there is glass, which I'm sure most of you have glass shelving, so you don't want it to break under the heat. So I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator, and if you're making these at nighttime, you're gonna wanna wait till the next day to eat them. I'm making mine in the morning, so they should be ready for dinner time. They have to sit for about 6 hours. Now you can, after they've cooled a little bit, you can throw them into the freezer for maybe 20 minutes or so to help firm them up if you want it to go a little faster. I don't recommend doing that only because if you forget them, there goes your panna cotta, right? So I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator and I will see you tonight and let you know how they came out. I'm really curious about the skin forming and about the texture, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so I took these out of the refrigerator. They did unfortunately still have like a skin on top, so the saran wrap method did not work. I just throw whipped cream and caramel sauce and chocolate sauce on top of this and just eat it. The skin doesn't really bother me very much when you're mixed it in with everything else, but if you don't like it, then simply just take a spoon and scrape off the skin. Very easy. So let me show you the consistency. This is kind of like pudding. It's like a cross between Jello pudding, which I'm guessing is what the panna cotta is supposed to sit like. Since I've never actually had traditional panna cotta, I'm not exactly sure. But it does have a really nice, lovely, creamy texture. Let's see. Oh, that coffee flavor is so good. But yeah, give it a try. This is really fun and easy to make, and if you zhuzh it up a little bit, you can impress your friends. So if you'd like to see more tutorial baked goods and other pastries, please like and subscribe below. Have a great day, everybody.